we open where we left off with Destiny saying, you need to say something to your online followers because we don't deserve the hate. If I don't agree, I'm going to speak up. You refuse to speak up. I'm saying state where you stand. I don't have to state. See, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And maybe it's best that you leave since you can't state where you stand. Because it seems like you don't mind them doing your dirty work. I've experienced stuff too, but I don't say control your T-squad. Child, ain't enough espos to do nothing. Shout out to Kempire. Oh my God, Stormy had to go to the police because a millimeter showed up at the warehouse with the camera trying to get inside. She got a warrant for harassing communication on her own property. So this is what your fans do, Melody. So Mel ain't got shit to say, and Stormy finally says, well, do you agree with people doing things to that extent? So now Melody don't have anything to say. I'm sorry, Mel. Stop sitting here like a butt on a stump. You could take a stand, but you like to keep up the mess because it's good for ratings and because your show really doesn't have anything going on. Now that you're not going to be there with your abusive husband. Kimmy pipes up and says, look, you need to go on record, just even if nothing comes of it, just to be on record saying, I told them to stop. I can't stop grown folk, but I'm on the record. Oh, Melody, shut the up. If a person gets arrested, you did worth something being arrested for. You're really going to say that about a black woman, you ignorant piece of poop? Really? Quick as they are to snatch us up over some bullshit on a show. That is exactly what could happen. I can't believe you'd bump your gum to that. I'm glad you got the F on. So now we get into Martell and the hard-faced heifer who was taking forever to get divorced. Tisha wants to know about the DMs with her and Martell. Martell ain't none of your man. Worry about your ugly husband in Africa getting motherland muff. You know, I gotta tell y'all, why does this wig look clownish? I love a short brown curly look. It can be very versatile, very easy. But this is giving Ice Spice meets Three Ring Circus. It's dry and jokey. There's a punchline in that head somewhere. Oh, God. Why does it look like a nest? Nest! I mean, that wig is high as an elephant's eye. That's 2 wigs worth of hair. So the heifer admits she lied to protect what it could have seemed like. Does anybody care where Martell puts his penis? That's community cock. Shared schlong. The world's rose toy. I'm over Mel sitting there with this dry face like you give a shit about Martell anymore. You had been sharing that man. So Mel says, all right, everybody done talked. I ain't got feelings about none of it. But we got a day and a half of the trip left. Stormy heading home now. Mel and the other heifers get in the pool. So the 3 originals are left. Kimmy, Tisha, and Mel. Kimmy said, you know, we've been getting a little bit of resolve on each of these trips. I mean, even Destiny coming wasn't horrible. Oh, yes, it was. Mel said, I don't know why the heifer was trying to sit next to me, trying to push her gender. Oh, God, so now we got to hear about Stormy's Delulu, according to you, Mel. Girl, Stormy left without saying bye to Mel, but Mel, are you really open? I mean, you won't take any responsibility. Mel feels like Trish lies because Trish do be lying. They caught her in a lie about her merge, a lie about her divorce. Mel said, I don't know her enough to hate her, which means if you get to know her enough, you'll hate her enough too. So now we've got our day's activities, a trip on the catamaran. I forgot Nell's still here, and Mel's bodyguard friend is still here. So Mel whining that the heifers didn't say bye, and that's mama manners. Well, what about your manners, Mel? You don't have enough decency to tell people to stop showing up to people's office and scaring the hell out of them. And you want to play the respectability politics, I just called 911. Girl, you don't know what that heifer said to her. And all she was probably saying was, get the hell out. Sounds like you were part of the setup at this juncture. Oh, God, if you that man don't come to the house. Well, she thought she was going to get an apology at said house. Mel said, well, it's forever with me and Trish. If she's on Stormy's side, you pick that forever. Forever. Thank you for your services. Then the bodyguard friend, well, once she went to Martell's house, girl, Martell probably fucked you. Shut up. But now ask Destiny, hey, you talked to my son? Oh, God. I would not want my son with a trollop like that. So now ask Sunny if she had kids, and of course this is in front of Destiny. Not yet, but we're on our IVF journey. Although you may have the heartstrings, I got the sperm. I'm doing my best in this moment, hearing a woman that betrayed me, Sunny. What about the man that betrayed you? Now, I thought you had the heartstrings, but you couldn't tug those heartstrings down that aisle. He left you for another woman that he met after you. He didn't want you. He didn't like the way your breath smelled in the morning. Girl, he did not want to have kids with you. If he did, he would have. He planned to impregnate her. He would knock you up free. Oh, God, so now we're going around giving one word for the trip. Clarity. Tisha, what's your word? So we're going to write our words in a bottle and send it off in the ocean. While the ladies were out, now we're going to get the pieces of shit together on the edge of a diaper. We find out Martell ain't going to be able to sell that house. Oh, goodness. So Martell tells Destiny's ex, Sunny's current, that Destiny's saying, she's got your heartstrings. All over Huntsville, she's got your heartstrings. He says she loves me. I'm over her. Oh, my God. I knew her 15, 16 years, and you married this heifer after 5 minutes, Destiny? You need to shut your mouth. Oh, my God. You were a mattress for 15 years. Oh. See, that's why I cut men off after a year and a half. If you ain't trying to marry me, if I'm not beating you off with a stick at that point, because then all I'm going to be is your receptacle for fluids, and I won't do it. Ho ho! And then they bring up that Tisha trained Martell. Why are these men standing outside? He said, well, my wife's good. She be killing me in the gym. So now Martell's saying he never trained with her. But we have you on camera saying that before. Martell just likes to lie for lying's sake. Marceau's like, no, let's beat this dead horse. Martell slid in somebody's DMs to get training, and that happened to be Tisha. So now Martell admits it, but the husband said, well, this was before me, so I don't care. He said that was 5 years ago. And then they said, oh, well, he was married. So now we found out Tisha was hunching him while he was married. But he was fucking everybody while he was married. Martell said, well, I didn't try anything. She was cordial. We hung out. She drank some wine. I can't even remember, but that was it. And initially, she didn't tell him about it, but she don't tell nobody about nothing initially. I think they hunched. The husband said there's no reason for us to harp on it. Yes, there is. You're on a Carlos King show. All they do is harp. Harp and stand outside. So now Marquez has told Marceau that the new guy, Trisha's new man, is trying to raise his kid. Lord, he done been with a married woman before. Okay, Ken. He likes them married. So Maurice asks a really good question. Why are they still married, Ken? Why are Tisha and Montez still married? But that was the shit. And I'll see you soon for Gilded Age.